Cora, take us home, please.
Alrighty. So, back in January of last year, so 2003, as of the time of this recording, Togashi, creator for Hunter x Hunter and Yu Yu Hakasho, had to take a hiatus due to his health and could no longer create and write, draw, whatever, anything for Hunter x Hunter. Well, it has been announced he's coming back. He is going to be starting back up on, let me see here, the October 7th issue of Weekly Shonen Jump. He will be back. He will not be on a weekly schedule because of his health. They want to make sure that they do not overwork him. They've worked out some kind of schedule. What that schedule is, I'm not certain. But we've been getting updates periodically about about the work he's been doing, everything like that. And it's just nice to see. He's been one of my favorite creators since I was in, I think middle school, maybe even elementary school. Because I really did watch Yu Yu Hakasho way before I was supposed to. But I started reading the manga in Shonen Jump because I had so many of them. And and also Hunter x Hunter. I'm a huge fan of that one as well. It's just nice to see. And I hope you also enjoyed a picture of young Togashi in his bachelor pad before he got married.
Personal choice.
To the lovely lady who creates Sailor Moon.
It's not my favorite picture of the evening, but
it is nice that they you kind of end on this, because a lot of creators in this, they could easily walk away. Their legacies are intact.
Yeah.
You can't take away what they did, and they can retire.
Tim
For him,
Curry.
it was more of Tim Curry is a perfect example. He just needed this break, but you also get those artists where that itch is just there.
Yeah.
It's waiting for when they can come back, and it's good to see him back.
Yeah, and he's been, after he had recovery time, he was also obviously still working on the comic. People were talking about how on Twitter he's been posting updates and things like that. But he's not under a deadline, which stress does cause a lot of health issues. And it's always seen in the anime and manga industry, very specifically the manga industry. We don't talk about a lot of this manga's coming off hiatus now. Mostly because we would literally have we would have several stories like that every single week. I'm bringing this one up because this is one, it's been a long hiatus, and two, it's been one that's been very highly anticipated. If we had been doing our show when Sayuki came off hiatus, would have jumped on that. Sayuki was in hiatus for 4 years because the mangaka had to have major surgery and then got in a car accident. And it was a shocker. We got the end of that.
And that's just something that, we support. All of us have been creators. We take a break around Christmas. You need a break sometimes.
Yeah.
So we support people having a break and returning when they're able in the capacity on the
Recharge,
schedule.
keep the creative
we're
juices
able.
going.
yeah.
But especially
you don't have to do it all the time. You need a little time to miss it.
and there are some expectations with a creator of this level,
Yeah.
But and it would be hard for a lot of fans to see him, walk away just, I'm done, I'm gonna retire, but
Do you, King?
man came back.
Yep, and
Please don't overwork yourself. Just be good to yourself.
please don't overwork yourself. If I had to guess, it'd probably be a once a month update. It's usually that just seems like a correct.
Good for him. I'm glad he
Chapter.
was given the time to miss it and want to do it again.
Yeah, I mean, his wife actually has how the story ends just in case because he's not better. He's still sick.
That's such a cool safeguard.
Yeah.
She's got the
giving
bucket
over.
kiss.
Hey, George. Hey, Mr. Martin.
Oh, no.
Hey, sorry. Hey, George. Maybe, just maybe do that. I love you so much, but you're in your 70s. Maybe do that.
Cast Simulacrum and have that guy finish it. Finish it.
Please don't call George R. R. Martin out on this show. I don't need him showing up.
George?
You know what?
Yeah,
Just show up
like
at this
we
door.
don't
I'm
need
just-
him. He
Just-
doesn't scare me
I
physically.
trace the IP. Where is she?
You know, it is important to note, like, Togashi is only 58 years old.
Oh,
So
He's a
he's
little baby.
he's not as old as would be expected.
That's George.
But it
He
is
already has
also
backup plan.
important to note that he was sick enough that he had to take a year-long hiatus from drawing.
Oof. Yeah.
And he couldn't, he was like, I think someone mentioned he'd been bedridden part of that. So, and we don't know what it's with. That has not been disclosed.
And it's none of our business.
And it's none
For
of
sure,
our
yeah.
business. Like, I want to know for curiosity's sake because I worry about people.
Yeah.
But it's not my business. And it does scare me a little bit that he felt the need to be like, hey, wife, my beautiful, loving wife, here is what I want, how I want the story to go and end.
It scares me a little bit, but at the same time, what a love letter to your fans.
Yeah.
To
We're
be
gonna-
like,
we're
no
gonna get to
matter
the end.
what,
Yeah, we will get to the
there's
end.
a plan. Even if what happens to him is he just can't do it as a creator for this property anymore, which is
Yeah.
fully
Yeah.
a thing that can happen. But a love letter to be like, you guys deserve to know how it ends, and I want you to know how I plan the ending. That's just so meaningful to me.
Hey, George. I'm done.
Do you really want him showing up here? Like, taking me
No, I
hostage?
want him
and
to.
then,
I
like,
want him to
He
finish.
can
I want him
take
to
you.
tell
Are you
somebody how his
saying
George
George
book
R. R.
ends.
Martin?
And like,
Probably.
if Brandon
Or something
Sanderson
over
has
there.
to take over, that's fine. But he needs notes.
next, y'all are getting videos of me, like, strapped to a chair, and George R. R. Martin's like, show yourself, or else you're going to get his finger next.
I mean, if we're being honest, we have George R. R. Martin standing next to you, standing next to a henchman that has something to your
Like,
throat.
that's what he does have the
Because he's like
resources
1,000%.
for.
He's so old.
Okay.
Yeah, true.
Anyway. But good news about... I'm sorry.
Yeah, I just wanted to check something. Yes. So, to put in perspective,
Revamped.
like, the like, life expectancy kind of mangaka out
Oh,
there, Miura, who created Berserk, died at 54.
Jinx.
Well, he created Berserk.
He
It just
did- he did
feels
create
like that's
Berserk.
what would
I feel
happen.
like it's just a poison.
Like, putting that out there would take such a toll on you.
Yeah.
Yeah, mangaka are do
Again,
not
Brandon Sanderson.
like there are several that live quite long lives. There are exceptions, but there are quite a few, and it's the majority that do not make it long into their 60s.
And to your point,
Like
he deserves
wrestlers.
privacy.
Yeah.
Mhm.
He deserves respect. And the fact that he gave an ending he doesn't owe, it's just so special to me.
Yeah,
Have a pull the ripcord. Oh, man. That's,
yeah,
It's
but
like a
It's
really
beautiful,
nice
but it's
thing to
also
do for
just-
your fans.
to me, it's just like... I
But-
hate it.
And
But-
he didn't even promise one in a specific year.
Hey,
Several
hey,
times
he
to
said
come
the
out.
book would be done in 2015.
Is it past 2015?
No.
Anyway, it is...
either way, he will be returning. However long that is, it does not matter. He's back and he's creating, and that's just exciting for me as a person who
Sure.
really likes the stuff that he creates
Yeah.
and the worlds that he has.
Be nice to have that feeling.
Hey,
Sorry.
I'm done. I'm
So
done. I'm
George,
so- I'm
I
sorry,
think
I'm
you
done.
better.
Rule of 3. All right.
I thought it was the rule of 7.
I think it's the rule of 3 is okay. The rule of 7 is hilarious.
Hit you with the rule. Okay.